Welcome dear students, we have already discussed in detail the electron transport chain and now in this topic we are going to discuss the oxidative phosphorylation. Oxidative phosphorylation is a process which is coupled with the electron transport chain and it involves the phosphorylation of the adenosine diphosphate to adenosine triphosphate, which is an energy rich molecule. My dear students, during electron transport chain, the electrons they flow from the lowest redox potential to the highest redox potential, and when electrons they move through these four protein complexes from low redox potential to high redox potential, this releases energy, and that energy is used to pump the protons from mitochondrial matrix to intermembrane space through this inner mitochondrial membrane. And in this way, a proton gradient is developed between the mitochondrial matrix and intermembrane space. And this proton gradient is used by the complex 5, which is in the form of the ATP synthase, and it will transfer the protons back from intermembrane space to the mitochondrial matrix by a process that is called as the chemiosmosis. Because this inner mitochondrial membrane is impermeable to the H positive ion, so H positive ion by themselves they cannot move from the intermembrane space to the mitochondrial matrix through this inner mitochondrial membrane, which I have already mentioned is impermeable for the H positive ion, and it is actually a selectively permeable membrane. So ATP synthase, which is the complex 5, that will be responsible for the movement of the protons from intermembrane space back to the mitochondrial matrix through a process which is called as chemiosmosis, which was basically uh, discussed and presented by the Peter de Michels in 1961. And because of his proposal and explanation of the chemiosmosis process, he was also awarded with a Nobel Prize in 1978. So basically, what is oxidative phosphorylation? It is the movement of the protons from intermembrane space back to mitochondrial matrix through the complex 5, that is ATP synthase, and this movement of the protons from intermembrane space to mitochondrial matrix releases energy, and that energy is used in the phosphorylation of the ADP, and ADP after phosphorylation is converted to the energy rich ATP molecules. So in this way, in the complete cellular respiration that starts from the glycolysis and ends at this ATC and oxidative phosphorylation, actually the ATP molecules are produced. So cellular respiration has four main stages. The first was glycolysis, second pyruvate oxidation, third Krebs cycle, and fourth was the biological oxidation, in which oxidative phosphorylation and electron transport chain they are coupled together to produce the energy in the form of the ATP using the proton gradient which was produced by the electron transport chain when the electron they were transported from the lowest redox potential of the NADH to the highest redox potential of the molecular oxygen. If you want to watch my video lecture of the electron transport chain that I have already discussed in very much detail, the link will be given in the description. You can watch that video lecture. This was all about the oxidative phosphorylation and chemiosmosis. I hope so it will be understandable for you people. In case you find any problem, you can ask in the comment section. Till then, take care.